Alright? Oh yeah, and I do have some shakers. So if y'all sit over here and y'all want some of our shakers, we shake when something really good. Usually at my show, if it's that good, we like to throw the shakers, but I don't really want y'all tossing anything up here because I don't have insurance. I don't know if y'all have insurance, but if you do hit me, I will want your insurance. So I do want to make that clear. I do mean something to somebody. So if I get hit with a shaker, glasses are not cheap. If you crack my frame, I will pick you up. We will go to Lens Craftful together, and we will pick me out a new pair. And I've been wanting some new ones, so it's okay with me. All right. So I'm doing the first poem. This poem is called Casualty. All right. If you're ready, say yeah. Yeah. I don't really like to use the mic, but I understand people are doing some more talking, so I'm gonna have to use it. It's gonna be hard, but I'm gonna try to stay so y'all can hear me. But I usually like to project. But here we go.
Talk that stuff.
I wonder who all can hear her screams at night. Her pleas to Jesus to be waking from this nightmare which has become her reality. But to us, she is just another casualty in the statistical pool of women who never retaliate. As she constantly dreams at night, maybe I won't bleed tonight. And random blue lights won't rock me to sleep with police siren lullabies. Harmonizing whispers of this isn't the first time. When they rescue her tonight, oh, she pressed away in the fist of her kryptonite just let her sleep tonight. On soft sheets instead of waking up with a crick in her neck due to emergency room chairs, and nurses won't give her that poor child look through stairs. Wanted to hold her and host that her strength brought from her soul to theirs. Laughing as they strain herself in deep thought. Why is she crying? Why are tears overflowing? Pouring on tile floors so they can hand me a Kleenex. Tell me everything's gonna be alright. Earn a ticket to heaven fell with someone else's battered wife. Or repeat the past to something about endurance. And God not throwing more tons of us than we can carry. Even though my knees are already weary. And there's so much just load I can hold into my spine breaks, for God's sakes. Just let him kill me already. I already know exactly where I want to be buried. I'm immune to slaps. His hand rising got 90 grand just to fall back down and connect with my teeth. As I connect with the ground. And me crawling away only signifies I want more, so I learn to be still. And the only thing that breaks through steel are drills. So he proceeds until something breaks. What about me that makes me his prey? Maybe weak is in my DNA, and anger is in his. Two traits inherited by parental abandonment, and neither one of us learned how to break the chain. So honestly, can I blame him? Intensity building up in his fist, gasping for air. Wanted to stare, but my legs not able to comply, so I just lie there, reaching out for faith. But she just stares. That was never there. Just my imagination. Agony has transformed me. Bruises are now my identity. It was a time that even through cuts and swells, I could see my true beauty now squinting. Straining just to see I'm actually ugly. Abandoned by the outer beauty I used to depend on. Left stranded, drowning in years of my own blood, and the only folks left to ride on these streets to sunrise. Where he pretends to love me until day fades. But I decided to take center stage. Came my own ending to your average domestic violence story. Find the strength in my hands to lift my destiny to my face. Enough anger in my fingers to screech fate. I wonder who all heard her screams that night. Her pleas to Jesus to be waking from this nightmare which has become her reality. But to us, she's just another casualty in the statistical pool of women who never retaliate as she constantly dreams at night. Maybe, just maybe, my mother won't bleed tonight. Thank you. Y'all feeling good? If you want to hear some more poetry, say yeah. Yeah. Let's say it with a sexy voice. Be like, yeah. Yeah, what's this about? You was like this leaking, you know? So say it like that. That's how you say it. Right? If we have some more poetry, say yeah in a sexy way. Yeah. That's fair. So y'all gave me chills. All right. So I'm just gonna call around the poet up, and they're gonna do like 2 poems each, but I'm gonna have them come up and do 1 poem, then switch it out, and then y'all gonna hit them again. All right. So let's keep the female power going. This next poet I'm calling is an amazing poet. She does a lot in the community with the youth and with youth poetry. So definitely, if you want more poetry, especially from some youth, definitely hit at her afterwards if you want to, no problem. So, never mind. Anyway, so y'all bring it up. Her name is Liz, but she go by Carly.
It's a censored show. Who knows what olfactory perception is? Olfactory? It's a sense of smell. And one of the strongest we have, closely linked to emotions and associative learning. So we form and trigger strong memories. Scents can influence your mood, even affect your work performance. So this must explain why student performance is down in our schools. See, I'm a teacher, and I know that the smell of my classroom is noxious. Noxious like chemical weapons dropped on civilians by dictator regimes. I guess there's not much civil about civil wars, conflicts, or classrooms. It's combat for contract symptoms of the condition developing shortly after contact, like amnesia. Taking us back to some time before 1954, pre-Brown versus Board of Education, the smell is reminiscent of Plessy versus Ferguson. See, this classroom is just the size of hopelessness. And it makes sense. Schoolhouse doors have often been carved into cookie-cutter formations shaped just right for cultural assimilation. Imagine. Single-filed into a room with no windows, one door, desks bolted to the floor, chairs attached at just the right size to fit only one body type. Forced to face forward, for this is the only important direction. Pay attention. Sit down. Be quiet. Raise your hand. No talking. Face forward. Eyes on your own paper. Don't talk to your neighbor. Can you read the subtext? See, our expectations started with your 4th grade test scores. Your lowered reading level, the reason the city built the detention facility across the street, a constant reminder of where your future's headed, because this isn't about you, it's about business. I mean, from the beginning of the system, education has never been about learning, but producing factory line workers. Driven by economic appetites, the Industrial Revolution plucked children from white working-class families and promised them better futures. Put them to sleep with dollar signs, packaged them onto assembly lines, and told them the only thing important about them was their grades, or maybe it was their skin color, or how easily they behave. Sit down. Be quiet. Raise your hand. No talking. Face forward. Eyes on your own paper. Don't talk to your neighbor. Now open your textbook. Here you will read one version, and only one version of history, where we've removed all of the faces that don't look like me, revised any names hard to pronounce for your tongue, whitewashed your history to let you know exactly where you came from, where you were enslaved from, and then we made martyrs of your heroes. Because children learn best by example. Limited discussion of your history to one day or month of the year, and even these 3rd graders can understand the value of that fraction. Factions of our history conveniently left out of the narrative, more like a Disney fairy tale assembled from American dreams, or maybe it was stereotypes made manifest in this prefabricated destiny, manifestation of symptoms chemically induced from inhaling these fumes. Our eyes are blurry with disappointment, our throats choking on lies and good intentions. I am tired of finding sanity in gas masks, our breath too short to reach the ends of our own mouths. Cardiac arrest is imminent. Generational consequences of being immigrants. Sit down. Be quiet. Sit down. Be quiet. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. How will we learn to stand for anything? Thank y'all.
Keep it clapping for Carly. Like I said, the show we do a show every Thursday. It's the 3rd Thursday. It's usually uncensored, but for B4 Brady's, we're doing a censored version, so this is like a once-in-a-lifetime type of thing for us. And it's not just poetry. Tonight we're just doing poetry, but it's not just poetry. We do everything. It's an open mic. It's free, students and non-students. I'm the host and the president, Slam. I have to tell y'all something about me that I should have said at the beginning of the show. I'm a fool. 24/7. It does not matter where I am, where is my location or anything. I am a fool. And I heard somebody laughing back there, and I so wanted to know what they was laughing about. I was just like, I mean, dang, that must have been funny, because I love her laugh. I just thought it was hilarious. So, are y'all ready to see some more poetry? Say yeah. Yeah. All right, this time give me like a deep bass. I want my fellas to shine on this. I want like a yeah. You know, that's my deep man voice. That's all I got. That's all I got. So, if y'all ready to hit some more poetry, let me see a deep man voice. Yeah. Yeah. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. All right. So we're gonna call up a deep man voice. Come up here and do some poetry for y'all. So y'all give it up for my man Jay Alexander.
Happier lives. I love it when they say what a new study shows. Eating such and such can lower your risk of, as if the government doesn't design disease targeting you and me to lower this mass population of male and female. Addicted to retail, and if it's on sale, I need 2, please. And while you're at it, go ahead and overcharge, pump with lard, and super size meat. Happy meal, happy miles, super size fries equals super size sides. Ba 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 ba. We love to see you smile, but we'd rather watch you die happier lives. I love it when they say what a new study shows. 1 out of every 3 women that wear makeup seem to live happier lives. Or happier lives. As if MAC, Maybelline, CoverGirl could cover up, hide, or disguise her husband's wandering eyes. Up and down, all around every girl that walks by, happier lives. I love it when they say what a new study shows. So I did a study of my own. I love it when they say paper or plastic, as if they're doing us a favor. Oh wow, mister, golly gee, I get to choose. Kill a tree or pollute the sea. Happier lives. I love it when they say what a new study shows. So I did a study of my own on every study that I see. Every study that they do has been a study about you, about me. Now, all these studies from these strangers really make them hard to trust. All I want to know is, who the are they, and why they studying us? Peace and prosperity. God bless.
He does a show in Ybor. It's usually every third Saturday. It's going to be something different here. He's going to announce that. It's a great show that he does. He does slims, things like that. So he's going to tell y'all about it. But I'm going to call him up. So y'all, first of all, y'all ready to hear someone person say yeah? Yeah. Right, that's what I like to hear. All right, so y'all give it up for daytime.
What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Hey, I go by the name of Daytime Poet, and this mic actually sounds kind of awesome. Like if you close your eyes, it sounds like I'm in like a gigantic room with maybe like 3,000 audience members, you know? You don't hear that? We just in one corner of the room though, so we just hear it, and then we just hear the echo of every word. And then the poetry starts. And you say that epic line. And you're like, oh my God. I don't know if I can I say words of religion as well? Am I censored from saying religious words? Do we have a religious preference, an overall religious preference of the room?
Hindu.
Yeah? Okay, well, that right there is, it means that I actually don't know what poem I'm about to do, but I'm gonna go ahead and just have some fun now. Again, I go by the name of Daytime Poet, and, well, shucks. Right? You heard that edit? Well, I was never looking for perfect. I'm a serpent. Baby angel, demon eyes, Cupid's arrows dispersing. And it's easy for me to act like I ain't hurting. I'm a serpent. Cold-blooded chameleon. You see, heartless is my camouflage, transparent on my face. Not just a person, but a serpent. Evolved by time. Well spent eternity with the purpose. You see, I'll never say our time together was ever worthless. With every breath of fire that we breathe, we molded earth with. We are serpents. Family, friends, deceive. For they too are serpents, like soft whispers in the ears of Eve. Nobody's perfect, but the dreams that were conceived held higher standards than I can work with. So we grieve and we disbelieve. I am just a serpent through the leaves of autumn trees. I ought to leave. I'm just a serpent through the weeds. And please believe I leave for me. So please take heed to me. I mean, don't get me wrong, you see, I am feeling you, but it's the meeting. For life it goes through cycles, and I'm tired of destroying everything I touch with my cyclones. Don't get me wrong, I like gold, but that Midas touch can leave you lonely. homie. Not even the sun gon' shine forever. And I once heard by a really wise man that someone's treasure is another man's trash, depending on the weather. So what if he's got to pick between a really heavy suitcase and a broken umbrella? But all that he's looking for is just something that can shelter him better. And that treasure is going to run out once that money gets wetter. In a house on a hill, it can still flood because rain, it falls like confetti. And when your convertible drop top gets caught up in it, you won't stuff up your leather. And because y'all smart and y'all listen, and I'm betting that y'all know I know that I then learn to cherish my words because I am the wise fool that said it. And this poet's conscience cannot take this heart, stitching those scarlet letters, so take heed to me. I mean, don't get me wrong. You see, I am on the right path, but it's the me in me. For life goes through cycles, but life goes on. And maybe, just maybe, knowing your past, it might help you prepare for what might go wrong. You see, everybody grandmama told them, baby, be strong. Because conquering your demons ain't easy. And you ain't gonna learn to do it all on a daily basis, believe me. And we ain't gonna learn to recognize all of them in their faces so easy, so we see our own faces in the mirror, not recognizing all of his evils, but you see, it is the poetry within. That is the spirit that I seek to speak. It's the me in me. So when my heart gets weak, or my mind gets weak, or even my flesh gets weak, it's what I see in me that truly defines the prophecies that I choose to fulfill. As the sun does rise, every morning life unfolds through cycles. So grab those skeleton skull, baked hoodies, and put them dirty clothes in the wash. The better me it lies in the heart. Talk from the love that you brought it, so take heed to me. My entity, it's in redevelopment, but it's the me in me, the real me in me, clairvoyant, potential, prophecy in me. I am bigger than my past. I make my own destiny in me. You see, life goes through cycles, and I'm tired of destroying everything I touch with my cyclones. I'm tired of tornado, left, bust, crush, implode. Minus touches has messed up, touched my inner heart. Now my heart is gold, touched your soul, and watch our souls glow together. And that is the me in me that I seek to be. I see my golden future, and I see we in me, and I see me in she. Nurture my seed to tree. Just please take heed to me, and please believe in me. It's just the me in me. Tell me, what did you ever see in me? Thank you.
Y'all keep it real soft, like y'all just decided to just scream something in this place. I'm gonna say it real soft, but I want y'all to say it really, really loud. I mean, like from your diaphragm. All right, can y'all do that? Can y'all do that? Y'all didn't say yeah real loud, so I'm not very confident at this point. Yeah. All right, here we go. Y'all ready? All right, one more time.
That work for you?
Now, what I want y'all to do, the softer I get, the louder y'all get, okay? Y'all ready? Watch my lips on this one. That's what I'm talking about. What's up, TP? How y'all doing? Yeah, y'all enjoying the party so far? Yeah. We're gonna call up next, being our photographer tonight, Dan. No? All right, so y'all clap it up, shake it if you got shakers. If you got chicken, shake the chicken wing, whatever you wanna do. For Dan, the man.
Thank you, everybody. This is a little strange. Hey, Kelsey, how you doing over there? You having a good time? Kelsey, ladies and gentlemen, is not in TP, but she's here to watch. Big fan. Give her a hand, everybody. Thank you, Kelsey. We love you. Well, I love you. And this poem is specifically for her. I really wish that was true. Okay, here we go. This one's for you, Kelsey. Commercial love. Classic songs recycled for Old Navy capris. The health food mealtime with every ethnicity eating lean cuisine as Bright House provides faster service, while Overstock.com pushes 1,000 of the same engagement ring for a snake charming religion show. I can't protect myself from mayhem when a 20-piece is only $4.99.
Oh, man.
And the real comfortable jeans worn by the tired dating scene is answered by eligible and qualified students. Brazilian butt lifts are no weirder than polishing your car for 3 easy payments right before a guy your age asks you what you're doing on your couch right now. Super Bowls with no bowls, only Doritos and beers with the most interesting man, because you're not you when you're hungry, and you're not that girl that nobody remembered in high school. You're just that person that knows 15% will make you hum that Sports Center jingle, but hey Pam, you know what day it is. Come on, you know. We've all got problems, and which one's yours? Astapro, Epiduo, Xarelto, Lyrica, Pradaxa, Stellara, and who could possibly forget Restless Leg and Miraplex, armed with 9 minutes of interruption over your 30-minute program. This poem brought to you by your friendly friends at TP.
Y'all clap it up, shake it up. I'll say the Shaw Shaker. They was like, we was over here shaking the salt. Hey, we ain't here. That's what I'm talking about. You don't need it. You shake your cup with ice in it. You don't need nothing. You don't need a shaker. All right, so y'all having a good time so far?
Yeah.
I like this little intimate setting, you know. It's good. You know, it's a lot of chicken around here. I've been without meat for 3 months, and I've been dreaming of Popeye. I had a dream that I was tearing up a bucket of Popeye chicken. When I tell you I was whipping it up, it had no chance. It really didn't.
Ripping it up.
I put a whole drumstick. I was bone gristle. I'm from the country. We gristling on. Nobody safe around us with chicken. It's the gristle, everything. We just dip it. Yeah, all right, so we're gonna call up. We're gonna do one more rotation for y'all. Check the time real quick. Want to get y'all out of here at an appropriate time. It's 9:54. It's homecoming. We got a lot of time. We can come over here and do cartwheels on the stage. Everybody out there can come on the stage and do something. You know what I mean? So we're gonna go through another rotation. All right, and let me see. I'm gonna mix it up. I'm just gonna pick a name out my hand. Coming up next, y'all give it up for Jay Alexander.
She knows too much. She knows too much not to know a single thing. She knows she don't want to be married, but she don't know she's a fling. She knows exactly what she wants. She just don't know it's bad for her health. She knows exactly what the mirror shows, but she don't know herself. She said she want a dope boy.
Yeah.
Cause fast money and fast cars what they bout, but she don't know the difference in a gram from an ounce, so how that's supposed to work out. He got in and got what he came for, and then he bounced. Now she want a mama's boy. Cause if he good to his mom, then he should to his girl. But her mom, they constantly fight, she called her a night, she kicked out and then she ran back and told him what she did. But if you don't love yours, then how you gonna love his? How that's supposed to work out? Got in, got what he came for, and then he bounced. That's what a church boy. In touch with his softer side, so if the spirit should move, it's cool if he should cry. But why? She loves a man in a suit, but she can't tie a tie. So how that's supposed to work out? He got in, got what he came for, and then he bounced. She knows too much. She knows who's up the newest and the goodies who are about to do the truth. Rewind. She knows who's who. Who's rocking the newest and the coolest. Who are by those Jimmy Choo. But she don't know that those tools that dudes use and abuse since birth. To downplay, downgrade, and decay her true worth. She knows too much. Not to know a single thing. She knows she don't want to be married, but she don't know she's a flea. She knows exactly what she wants. She just don't know it's bad for her health. She knows exactly what the mirror shows, but she don't know herself. Anyone that knows anything knows they don't know enough. But not her. Not she. She knows prosperity.
Y'all gotta let me know when y'all turn this mic off.
My bad.
Because I just walk up looking like a duck, talking on the microphone. All right, so if y'all still want to hear some more poetry, say yeah. Yeah. If you're still having a good time, say yeah. Yeah. If it's homecoming, say yeah. Yeah. Y'all gotta be a little more silent. It's homecoming. It's the time when you come home and everything. And I heard Wiz gonna be at the concert. Are y'all excited about that? No?
No, not really.
It's better than 2 Chainz. Y'all better get excited. Y'all better let him know y'all appreciate him. They gonna switch it up. They gonna be like, alright then, Wiz, switch it up. Alright, so what is that the speaker shaking?
You gotta move that mic.
I don't wanna get too close.
There you go.
Alright, so are y'all ready for our next person in the rotation?
Yeah.
Once again, I'm gonna throw this out. We're having a Halloween party next Thursday. It's gonna be amazing. VIP only, which is everybody. Just let you know. We also have a show every Thursday. It's like after the Halloween party, it's only two more chances to catch the poets. No, we have two. No. Yes. We have 2 more shows before the end of the semester. So tell people, you better come, 2 more shows. That's it, till we come back spring semester. But when we come back spring semester, let y'all know we're coming back big. We got a lot of new stuff in store for y'all. It's gonna be crazy. So next up in y'all rotation, y'all give it up once again for Daytime.
Go ahead, folks.
My man. What if Denzel Washington was a spoken word poet? My man. Imagine how deep that poem would be. You know, he'd come in there, it would start off, he would always be confused at the start of the poem. He'd always be confused. He'd be like, so you're telling me politics is corrupt? I never elected that man into office. That man into office. Like Denzel Washington, he'd be the meanest spoken word poet. Like we used to make celebrity spoken word slam competition teams. Funniest thing. But I heard somebody talking mess about 2 Chainz. I don't know about y'all, but 2 Chainz would be the rawest spoken word artist on the planet. First of all, how many poets do you know, for people who know poetry, how many poets do you know have a poetry collab with Sonny Patterson? None. If you know that, HBO Deaf Poet, dopest poet on the planet, female Sonny Patterson, has a song with 2 Chainz. I just heard this morning, R. Kelly has a song with 2 Chainz. I'm not saying R. Kelly been the dopest artist forever, but R. Kelly is one of the best writers and one of the most prolific artists, of all time. And the problem with R. Kelly is that it's just too easy. But imagine new to fame, like 2 Chainz, right? He woke up one morning, he went to the rap studio office, place of business, trap house, whatever he chooses to do, cocaine room, and he's sitting there. He had his skull cap on. He's sitting there in a chair, and he don't do nothing. He just admires his rings. Like that's all he's doing. And then all of a sudden, his manager walks in, right? So his manager walks in, and he's like, Chainz, this is awesome news. That's his name though, that's his name in the studio, is Chainz. And for a professional basis, it's Chainz with an S, not Chainz with a Z. But he's like, Chainz, let me tell you something, we got some great news. We got you a song with R. Kelly. 2 Chainz, he sits back, he's like, true, that's it. As soon as the rep leaves, that door closes, 2 Chainz gets up out of his seat, he's like, yo, I got a song with R. Kelly. I'm so excited. I'm gonna write the song right now. Off the top of the dome. Eyebrow. That's the 2 Chainz standard punchline if y'all don't know how 2 Chainz be operating. He's like, take the scully off, call it big head. I'm like, what? 2 Chainz. And like, you'd be so confused by the time that the poem was done, you just gotta give that a perfect score. You know? I heard nowadays, music just ain't the same. We live in the world of Drake and 2 Chainz, no lie. Hip-hop is mostly fake, but I can't complain. I mean, I still nod my head too and sing along to every single song I see them on the internet and cut my speakers on. Shoot. I even Shazam to see what the single's called, and voila. Another song by Chasing Dollar, soundtrack to infidelity, tipping that stripper holler at every little chick in the club, maybe some women too. Maybe the words we choose, nothing but dudes as far as the eyes. I smell integrity, maybe it's you, maybe it's true. Lately it's cool to rate as a fool, but dude, we owe a price for the payment that's due, that's past due. Now I ask you, what did those in the past do, or what type of futures do we really want for the babies that's due? The Hades, with no mythology, probably the flaws in psychology of society. We drunk off this lifestyle, but running from sobriety. Quietly, infiltrated silence in the airwaves, silently prepare slaves, mask it in music, backmask and abuse it, chop it and reuse it, infuse it in every other sample. Now you spit regurgitating mind frames, maybe with just birds. Bird-minded mind games, tell us what's fly. Now I'm gonna try and be that, drop it and bring the beat back, beat it into submission to mission to never see that. Be black and blue, our eyes are getting bruised because everything that we see is the cue to being used, and it's cuter to be the pawn. Don't like how rooks move, but we like how crooks move. Don't like how knights move, yes. Chivalry is dead. Black kings trying to be queens, I gotta get this off my chest. Tyler Perry's the strongest black woman I ever seen. And seen, it's obscene, but I digress, please. Take off that wig with y'all. Those are some hot shoes. What are they? Jimmy Choo's? What are they? 22s, chrome spokes. I mean, they still spin when the tow truck stops and your cars revolt. Grown folk can barely read full sentences, but no egg quote to a Rick Ross song. I'm about to woman up, y'all got it crisscross wrong, so excuse me if I sell out, I've been broke too long. But I ain't no jigaboo, won't catch me dancing for a nickel like those other little dudes. Now how you think they coined the phrase nickel and dime you? Ray Charles could see your ignorance, cause he was blind too. Open up your eyes, for that is what real punchlines do. And you wasn't going hard during crunch time, dude, and it's game over. I guess I'm gonna have to come back like I'm Jehovah. But I ain't no savior though, I mean. I'm just old school with my lyricism. This ain't no pager though. This a 3-pager, yo. I'm talking single space college rule. I'm a leaf paper, bro. I'm just saying. The highlight of my night was watching TV reproaching Ferrari price as 25, and I am still wondering when life is gonna begin. I tell you, I'm not them. I tell you. Like I've been rapping like Drake since I was 10. And I tell you all the time, but I think you never listen in, so maybe if I put it on the air, you'll listen in. Stay tuned. I mean, we might just change something before we all stay doomed. Done. Thank you.
So I was back there talking to Liz. I was like, I'm about to just go up there and disagree with everything he just said. Not the poem, but I don't like R. Kelly. I'm not an R. Kelly fan, and I think it's the closet things that do it to me. I can't do it so many times. People being in, I can't do it. I can't. So I'm not an R. Kelly fan. So this speaker is messing up, but I'm not an R. Kelly fan. I just want to put that out there. I mean, I like the church song he did. That one church song he did. Cause you know every singer got to go gospel one time, and then they come back. So that one church, and it was, I don't know if anyone ever said, I think it was called Save Me, and the video was on a stage, and like he's acting out, cause y'all know he loved to act. He should have just been an actor. What? He should have just been an actor. But in one part, like he's just like pushing like a Walmart grocery bag. He's just pushing the cart and singing like with the cart. It's weird. If you have see R. Kelly Save Me video, and it's the song is good, but the video is weird because you just all I could see was the Walmart cart. I know he took that from Walmart. You know you're not supposed to take their carts that far away from the parking lot. Anyway, so we got one more poet coming to y'all. So I'm gonna just say quick so we don't graduating so soon. We supposed to censor stuff, and it's really hard for me to censor my poems while I'm up here. So I'm gonna do something old that I did for 30/30. It's on my phone. For y'all who don't know what 30/30 is, during Poetry Month, April, it's like you're supposed to write a poem for every day of the month. I get to about the third day, and like the fourth, fifth, and sixth, on the seventh day, I do like a poem to make up for them, and then like I'm done. And then it's like, all right, I'm good. I feel good. I did a week. I'm a good poet, basically. But so I'm gonna do a piece right now. It's called Notice, and then I'm gonna call up Khalid to come up here, and then we're gonna see what we do after that. We may do another rotation, or we may just like chill out, do some more announcements, and then let y'all get out of here. So here we go. Y'all ready? You ready here? Say yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We never notice the dying until they faint to the ground. And then we run to their aid as if weeks ago they never complained to us about stomach aches and migraines, trying to explain how their complexion has changed, how air is getting too heavy for their lungs to inhale, how it feels like their soul has gotten too big for their skin, but can we blame ourselves? When they move around like they're well, stretch their skin so it fits the same, hold their breath when the world is looking, take sips of air instead of gulps. They don't give us hints, they give hints instead of being upfront. Or do we notice and choose to ignore it? We figured the worst isn't here yet, and over-the-counter drugs can fix simple headache and stomach aches, so we wait until headaches become aneurysms and stomach aches become gastric cancer, and when death finally shows his face, we look to it for answers. Why? Why we never notice the fading until we can't see them anymore? Then we complain we miss them. We don't notice how great a person is until they make a mistake. Then we say, wow, it used to be great. We don't know it's a liar until we don't trust them with anything. We don't notice the thief until they don't return something they borrowed. The lonely until they meet someone and allow that person to change everything good about them. The hurting until they hurt us. The hungry until we're starving. The mistreated until our rights are threatened. Why does it take so much for eyes to be open? So many dead bodies for hearts to empathize. So much pain until souls start to feel. I wish a storm would come and shake the world so hard it causes a shift. Somewhat of a change in balance, where females are seen as males, heterosexuals as homosexuals, minorities as non-minorities, the rich were seen as the poor, the victims were the corporates, and so on and so on. Then can we understand each other's points of view? Then can we know this before it was too late? The world didn't notice the world was ending until it was gone. Thank y'all, that's my short little 30-30. All right, so we're gonna go up and call in the next poet. I hope she do the poem I think she's gonna do. She was battling in her head, but it's a really good poem. It's just, like I said, we're having a censored show, so it's hard to censor it, but I hope she does it because I think she's gonna be good. So y'all give it up for Kylie.
The toe of my boot just caught the edge of the stage, and I'm really glad I didn't trip.
Oh, man.
I'd have laid there.
You laid that?
I would have. For a minute. So, any of my fine ladies sitting here this evening, don't you really love it when men tell you what you want? Right? I love it, because then I don't have to think for myself. And that's what this poem's about. We're gonna censor some words, and you're gonna hear a little beep, and you're just gonna fill in the blank, all right? Your love, your hate, your sex, your pain. Some nights, baby, it all feels the same since you first kissed me and told me it's now my responsibility to rub your beep, to make you come quick, like turning you on with something worthy of blame. And now you say it's my fault. You're in this blue balls state of mind where you're so obsessed about the size of you shove it down my throat till it makes me sick. You overcompensate till it makes you beep, which is really just another word for fill in the blank here. In this blue balls state of mind where you're in and out your window, hollering about your Benjamins when we both know all you got is Mr. Washington. So how about you put it all back in your wallet, sit down, shut up, and tonight just listen. You like to brag about how you hit it and quit it. Well, I'm about to spit it and win it, and then I'll tell you what it's really like to be the winner, winner, winner. That's all I do is win no matter what. No matter how many times you knock me down, I know I'll get up. I've been doing it since you're a whore, then refashioned God in your image to love you more and populated this earth with your phallic weapons of war. So trust me when I say I have been here before in this blue ball state of mind where it's all about the pain, the blame, the money, the gain, the win, the fight, so you go violently into that good night. So concentrated on this, I'm gonna get mine state of ours. But it has not always been this way. And lots of discriminatory names for women have not always been my name. So tonight, if you want to holla at me, you better learn my name and then say it. Because I have been called Sappho, and then it was Cleopatra. I am Mary and Mirabai, Simone de Beauvoir and Betty Friedan, Susan B. Anthony, Mary Curie, Emily Murphy, Rosa Parks, Billie Holiday, Luz Irigaray, Jermaine Greer, or Benazir Bhutto, Oprah Winfrey, Virginia Woolf, or Maya Angelou. But something tells me these names might be a little complicated for you, so I'm gonna break it down. You can call me Earth Mother, and you, Goddess Divine. I am Isis and Ishtar, Ushis and Athena, Shakta, Durga, Gaia, or rather you can call me by my favorite name, Kali. So now you've heard from me, I want to hear from you. I want to hear you say my name. What is it? I said say my name. What is it? I said say my beep beep name. What is it? Peace, y'all. Thank you.
Y'all give it up one more time for Kylie. Say her name. Did it make you want to say it? I was like, Kylie. You gonna say it? Are y'all having a good time? Everybody say, yeah, if you having a good time. Yeah. All right, let me hear that sexy yeah again. What is that? Yeah. So let me get a sexy yeah if you having a good time.
They ain't got it.
I didn't hear. All right, well, my fellas, let me get that deep yeah again if you having a good time from the chest.
Yeah.
I got the mic, so I'm cheating, but that's my deep man voice. Sound like a dog, I understand. All right, so right now what I'm gonna do is just for any TP members that are here, I will open up a small open mic. It is censored though, so if you do wanna, I don't broke the mic, but if you do wanna do a little poem right now, it's censored, but if you wanna do something, raise your hand so I'll know that you wanna be on the open mic. Anyone? Dan's gonna do one, anyone else? I wouldn't do, she looking like, I know you was looking over here, but that's the look she gave me. She like, keep turning, go ahead, keep your eye rotation going on, I'm not doing it. All right, we got another, all right. So we're gonna open up our mini little open mic session. If anyone over there too wanna do one, that's fine. But real quick, I'm gonna say TP soft again, and I want y'all to give me a really loud TP, like we like everyone in here is a TP member, all right? Can y'all do that for me? Everybody? I got everybody attention? Over here? I'm gonna say TP soft, and I want y'all to scream TP like everyone in here is saying TP. Are y'all ready? Here we go. TP. Y'all can do better. The softer I get, the louder y'all get. Watch my lips. The softer I get, the louder y'all get. Y'all ready? Yeah. Damn, I'm representing. Alright, so y'all give it up for our first mini open mic coming up. Y'all, I done broke the mic for real, y'all. Y'all give it up for Dan, the man.
Don't break it.
Dan, you done broke the mic.
I did break it. It's limp. I can say that, right?
I don't know.
You done said it now. No rewind.
I fixed it.
All right, thanks everybody for having me back. You didn't really have a choice, so thank you, I appreciate it. Kelsey, this one is again for you, because you're my favorite classmate. You know, this poor girl's in 2 of my classes. She gets out of class, goes, oh, thank God Dan is in here. She goes to Beef O'Brady's thinking, all's well, all's safe, and enjoy my meal. No such luck. Okay, well, since not a lot of you in the back are paying attention, I'm gonna try to sing a little R&B. Okay, well, just a little bit. It's not the whole poem. Come on, I ain't gonna do y'all like that. Okay, here we go. Back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back tackle football in ratty jeans with the spotter yelling, "Car!" at the top of the block. Back when a beatdown settled a dispute, and crushes were whispered into ears with giggles and awkward smiles. Poorly constructed ramps, tricks with no helmets. Way back when neighborhoods were actually communities. Hopscotch and double dutch, Pop Warner and Little League. Chain link fences, that guy down the street with the meticulous lawn. A day when churches were open all day and night. When we could play outside, fearless of predators and violators. I miss air-conditioned rooms separated by winter blankets with everyone huddled around the oscillating fan. Back in the day when MTV still played music videos and book reports involved books. I miss when days would take forever and summers wouldn't take enough. Back when girls were gross and payphones weren't hard to find. When I still had potential and the world was a beautiful place where people weren't bad, just misunderstood. Back when bleep was still a bad word and we didn't question authority or God or our parents. And I miss that ignorance. Thank you.
I miss it too then. Just to check, how many 80s babies we got? If you're an 80s baby, raise your hand. I miss when Nickelodeon was good. I really miss that. I miss when you didn't know how to sing to be on the Disney Channel. It's like everybody gotta know how to sing. You either sing or you dance and you can't be on the Disney Channel. I miss Keenan and Kel. I miss the real All That. I don't know what they got on there now. You know what I mean? I miss when a kid's show was really a kid's show. It's not like that anymore. I'm just saying, I miss it all too. I'm an 80s baby. Well, I'm an 89, but I'm still an 80s, even though I'm close to that 90s. I'm an 80s. Somebody, how old are you? Oh, you said child like you was old. Oh, cause you what? I'm gonna say you on the spot now, you don't wanna say that? All right, so let's keep our open mic going. If you want to continue with open mic, let me hear you say yeah.
Yeah.
I'm having a good time, let me hear you say yeah.
Yeah.
And let me get another TP. I'm not gonna lie, just like when y'all said, like I blush. I don't know, they say black people can't blush, but I know y'all see them. Cause I know y'all see them. I know y'all see them. All right, anyway, so y'all shake it up right next open mic coming up. Jay Alexander.
Yes.
Sometimes. No? Sometimes she wishes a mirror live. And somehow that it hide these big bones and thick thighs. And sometimes she wishes her mirror was like everybody else and couldn't see quite so deep inside. And sometimes she wishes her mirror did like all the men in her life and just lie. Sometimes. See, the TV tell her that she can be better, so they always have a product to sell her. She sees these things on the TV screens and the images say her skin's too black. 165 and she's too fat. All the attention goes to the video and inside she knows she don't look like that. So you see, sometimes she wishes her mirror live. Because sometimes she can't sleep. She cries and weeps until her pillows and sheets are wet from sweat and tears, because when she was young, her biggest fear was being alone for all these years, and now she is. So you see, sometimes she wishes her mirror live. And somehow that it hide these big lips, and these small tits, and these wide hips, and these bushy eyebrows in his nose, and just like snow, once it rolls, it starts to grow. And once it grows, you can't control where it goes, and you just wish there was someone there that knows, or even cares. So you cut your hair and you paint your toes, but no one does. So so you draw blood. And now, everybody's there. And despite these slits that adorn your wrist, attention feels good. So you start to think, I could get used to this. But everybody knows how that story goes. I'll show you. So-and-so did you know what again? Child, please, that's your friend. I think she just crying wolf. Remember that time she jumped off of the roof? But you see, sometimes an attempt to take life from oneself is the loudest shout, short of a cry for help. So you see, sometimes she wishes a mirror lap. Peace and prosperity, John.
Y'all clap it up one more time for Jay Alexander. Once again, last call for anybody who wants to get up on the open mic. It's not just poetry, saying, dance. Anybody, last call, raise your hand, I'm counting to 3. All right, we got 1. I see 2, but I ain't gonna pressure him. I'm gonna let him decide on his own if he wanna get up here. So while he deciding, we gonna call up next to the mic, Daytime.
Man, it's been such a long time since I seen Wally B. Wally B, you wanna do a poem? Yay! Wally B, go do a poem! Yay! I've already done 2.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. I mean, I wasn't prepared to do a 3rd. I was just gonna try to get Wally to read. But you know, whatever. Man, you know. So here we go, like,
We journey to the new world in search of better days. And if you were to somehow come, I'm sure that you'll change your ways. So I have a proposition for you. I see that you owe an awful lot to the state. Well, I can make arrangements to have such numbers erased. Because it is true, we could use more men like you to help with triangular trade. Oh, but you won't be my slave. You'll simply work off your debt until the sum is paid.
historically, wicked games never began with slaves. It began with the need for free labor, a selfless barter of time, a promise of something greater that will make you leave old worlds behind. A false concept that what it will take is your labor plus someone else's indomitable power to provide. Well, you see, historically, the poor were never properly equipped with that script. I mean, historically, even white trash was granted with white privilege, and once used it as leverage until the systematic leverage shifted to buying a very new modern day demand to keep mass consumers impoverished, and then ignorance has long since become best friend with governmental dominance. Organizations like Equifax and the IRS, overcrowded corporations underpaying the plantations. Management positions will help you manage the distinction. Cost of living is always rising past the price of your extinction, but because we now pay you a
minimum wage.
we won't call you slave. You'll simply work your 40 hours plus until you're in your grave, and then your debt keeps you in ball and chain, all in slavery's name. For the wicked will win every time that we play the games that they wrote the rules to. I mean, don't let 4 scores fool you, or 40 acres and a mule. You said it not 7 but 70 times 7 to forgive. Why give them benefit of the doubt? We gave them 490 plus years to abolish the embellishments of their forgiveness since 1492. Trail of tears twisting through tracks of railways built from yellow railroad workers, red skin reservations to help you gamble with your lives. Holocaust commemorations in the memory of the 6 million plus the dictator lied the very people he despised. Northern, Eastern, is genocide. And you see, that began long ago with the enslavement of the mind. So don't you tell me that this is a color war. You can tell me what is black and white and red all over. The signatures of W-4s in blood while you sign away your lives. You see an indenture. It is defined as a contract that will keep you on the climb while digging the very grave beneath you deeper as you rise. Now statistics and or definitions will prove that there were alternative intentions to the original provisions of the slave master's terms and conditions of contracted living. I just don't want to be indentured until I am indentures barking louder than my body. I just do not want to say that I am free, just so I can say that I am free if I am really still enslaved in my own mind. Thank you. I go by the name of Daytime Poet. If you guys want to purchase pre-sale tickets to the next show at the Sacred Sounds CL space above the Spaghetti Warehouse, 1911 North 13th Street, on the corner of 13th and 9th. I can tell you all the details, I'm just joking. But all the details are available on the ticket. It's only $10, only $10, only $10, only $10. Thank you.
Y'all keep coming up with Daytime. So it's 10:30. We have the stage until before break closes at 11. I'm gonna do another call for anyone who wants to come up on the open mic. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, looking for hands. Okay. So 1, 2. All right. I got 1. I got 2. All right. All right. Well, I'm gonna say the treat to come up last. I'm gonna call this next person up because I'm excited about you. So y'all give it up. Come up. What's your stage name, man? Alright, y'all clap it up, shake it up for the change. Oh, I said it wrong, but he finna say it again.
Alright, so I used to go by like future CEO, but I'm like 6 months to being the CEO, so can't go by that no more. What you gonna go by when you're a CEO? So now I go by Renell, and yeah. Hey, how many I do? How many? Do 1? Alright. That's cool with me. Alright, this one's called Beautiful. He made her happy because he was different. He was a menace with a soft side. Born on the south side where they let their flags fly, but to her he was sweet. He took out to eat and to the movies. He had plenty of different girls, but to him she was not a groupie in her eyes. Her eyes possessed a shine that the stars were envy. Her smile was heartwarming. Smarter than Bill Gates, but her mind could not heed the warnings. You see, she was never told she was beautiful. He told her, you're beautiful. And for them, she fell. Instead of catching her, he let her fall as he planned on a pathway to hell. Her life would never be the same. Starry eyes replaced with watery eyes and incomprehensible pain. To him, she was true. She loved him so much that she loved him so much she let him part her thighs as he lied and said, I love you. She let his erection inside her fleshy folds as his back, her nails took hold and she said, I love you. He told her she was beautiful. 2 days before he got in a fist fight. And 5 minutes before he laid his first fist strike. He hit her with the right, she feels like she can die, so she stands there and begins to cry. He hits her with the left and takes the rest of her breast, so she drops to her knees and begins to plead. And then he grabs the back of her head and bring her face and meet the heart of his knees. And then his boots to the lungs. Then about an unfortunate miscarriage of her unborn son, he told her she's beautiful. In spite of her first mind, she decides to say it. Not knowing in the back of his mind, he had the idea of turning her into a sex slave. He said, if you love me, you'll have sex with them. If they ask to own you, you'll point to me and say him. For him. She spent countless hours on her feet and even more on her knees. She did many sexual acts in cars and back alleys with different men who smelled badly. And sadly, that was the good of the worst. Down to the point of when she was riding in a hearse, he told her she was beautiful. Her mother never told her she was beautiful. Her father never told her she was beautiful. So she ran to the first person who called her beautiful. If she don't hear she's beautiful in the house, she's gonna hear she's beautiful in the streets. Open your mouths and speak. Tell her she's beautiful. To my daughter, you are beautiful. To my sisters, you are beautiful. To the ladies in this crowd, you are beautiful. You're all beautiful. And actually lay dead in a pink lace casket because her parents finally told told her, "You're beautiful."
Poets, but it's really for everybody. Take away the claps, the snaps, and the shakes. Take away the writing and memorization. Take away the crowd's anticipation. Take away the slam titles and prize money. Take away the chat books and CDs, and what you will see is that we're just ordinary people. We don't know which way to go, so for most of us, poetry has become our compass as we navigate through life. Looking at the world through cracked rose-colored glasses, so it's natural that we see ourselves as broken. Fractured fairy tales who prevail in spite of ourselves. We endure hell, the majority of which is self-inflicted, then talk about it so well that it sounds scripted, like memorized verses on mixtapes. Like if we didn't have problems, we wouldn't have anything to say. Like each verse is a contest to see who's had it worse. I bet I was raped and abused more than you. I grew up without a father and my mother was a drug addict too, so that means my experiences have more value and my metaphors have more value than yours. Poets barricade doors 5 minutes after kicking you out and then pretend like we weren't the ones who invited you in the first place. We call it a one-night stand when you buy our CDs on the first date, respect my gangster. But take away the organic fruits and vegetables. Take away the homemade jewelry. Take away the political and erotic poetry, and what you will see is that we're just ordinary people. We don't know which way to go. We're just ordinary people. We don't know which way to go. Don't know ourselves, but quick to tell you about your problems whether you ask us to or not. We say grace over liquor shots. Meditate after getting lifted and ask for forgiveness before we sin. Our Father, I'm sorry. Amen. Watch CNN, but really think it's boring, but it's important for us to stay and know, because y'all know we will get called into question if you don't happen to know the last week's congressional session. See that code in your third eye, code in your third eye, when really it's unforgiveness that blocked the path to your higher self. We love Erykah Badu and Bob Dylan, but electric slide to death because nobody parties like poets. People press our buttons even when they don't. Addicted to alcohol, weed, and coke because we are overwhelmed with ourselves. Killing ourselves one line at a time while killing ourselves one line at a time. Burdened by the words that come out of us because we don't live up to the messages we preach, yet we're stuck in purgatory when we don't speak. We are soldiers fighting for causes that we don't understand, like American troops in Afghanistan. Rifles, pens in hand, we strive to stay alive, striving towards some invisible finish line or an imaginary plateau. But take away shows like Verses and Flow. Take away puffed up pride and inflated ego. Take away judgment and animosity, and what you'll see is that we're just ordinary people. We don't know which way to go, so we are constantly at war about our direction. Forced to make the selection between passion or profession, red or blue pill, when we still haven't heard from the issues that we write about. So we take out our frustrations on each other and cover our wounds with the admiration of first-time readers. But even people that believe in us cannot restore our innocence. They can't repair the damage that's been done when you are a son who's lost a mother who's lost a son, fathers and daughters estranged when the chains of broken promises become too long. So our gatherings cannot just be about poems. Can't be about the next great signature piece, because eventually we all leave the stage. So take away the claps, the snaps, and the shakes. Take away the writing and memorization. Take away the crowd's anticipation. Take away the slam titles and prize money. Take away the chat books and CDs, and what you will see is that we're just ordinary people. We don't know which way to go, 'cause we're ordinary people. Maybe we should take it slow. Take it slow. This time we'll take it slow. Take it slow. This time we'll take it slow.